Hi everyone, my name is Andrew Bates. The project I'm going to be presenting on today is how might I decide I want to finish my degree. So there's a couple of things that, why I'm choosing this. I'm going to be starting a new job here in a couple of weeks as an airline pilot for Horizon Air. This is a picture of the plane I'll be flying. And kind of the problem that comes down to is I've got 3 classes left to finish my degree. However, with this new job, I'll be doing about 3 months of very intense training, followed by about a year of probation. And so I'm just trying to decide on what will work best as far as when I should knock out those last 3 classes. Um, my 3 stakeholders are myself, my wife, and my new employer. So myself, obviously, what's going to work best for me, for my stress level, my time management, and mentally just being able to handle going to school as well as learning a whole new job. My wife, so obviously she's invested in this as well. We also have a kid on the way, so there's a lot going on that she's obviously going to have an opinion on, how much I can handle to be around to help out and stuff like that. And then my new employer as well. Obviously, it's a very tough job, especially learning, starting out. So being able to give them, my best effort and best ability. So they're obviously invested in this as well. So the problem that my project addresses. So first, like I said, it's going to be about intense 3 months of training at my new job, learning how to fly a brand new plane, new procedures, and everything like that. Followed by about a year of probation, where I'm still going to be learning a lot my first year on the job. So it's going to be pretty intense and pretty stressful. The main problem is I need that degree to eventually move on to a major airline. I'll be starting off with a regional airline where the pay is a lot less, quality of life is not as great as it is at, like, say, a major airline. So I need the degree to eventually apply to those jobs, and that'll be in roughly 3 to 5 years from now. And like I said, I've only got about 3 classes remaining after the summer. So for most people would say, just power through and knock it out. But I also want to make sure that I perform well at my job and don't do anything that could, be detrimental to either my job performance or how I do in school. So I don't want to basically spread myself too thin. So the existing opposing solutions that I came up with, so my either or. So my either was that I commit to finishing my degree by the end of the 2021-2022 academic year, which would be by the end of summer next year. Or I take at least 1 year off of school to get settled in my new job and finish my degree within the next 3 years. So those are the opposing solutions. One is that I continue taking classes starting in the fall semester. And then the or would be that I take about a year off to get through my initial training and to get really settled and comfortable in my job, and then resume taking classes after that. So best possible solutions I came up with. So I used the hidden gem pathway. I originally was really favoring the double down, but after kind of thinking about this and getting some feedback from my peers, this one seemed to fit my problem the best. So the solution that I came up with was that I would pause college classes during the 3 to 6 months of initial training at my airline. Again, initial training is going to be 3 months, but I gave myself maybe another 3-month window there to really get settled and hopefully comfortable in my job. And then once that training is complete and I start to feel settled, I'll take 1 class at a time until my degree is complete. So instead of trying to take maybe 2 at a time, or all 3 at the same time if that's possible, just take 1 class at a time to really make sure I still have the time to do my job, to help my wife out and spend time with my family, as well as really give my best effort in my class. So the benefit basically is that it allows me to finish my degree sooner than my OR model, so that I don't have to worry about missing a possible opportunity for career progression. But it also gives me the peace of mind for my either model, of basically being able to get that degree knocked out, but also still perform well at my job. So the benefits quickly for each stakeholder. So for myself, obviously this allows me to fully focus on my job performance during training. It's very intense, and it's something that can really harm your career if you don't do well. So it allows me to have that peace of mind of being able to focus on my job, but also be there for my family, which moves me to my next stakeholder, which is my wife. This allows me to make sure I'm spending time with her and our new child, and being able to help her around the house and do that, as well as I won't be as stressed out. And then for my new employer, this allows me again to focus really on my new job while I'm in training to make sure I pass and do well, so they don't have to spend more money training me or anything like that. So I think this is a really well-rounded solution that benefits all. Thanks.